Although ratings are not final, it's also very rare for SDS to make any drastic overall changes to the cards that they've already presented to us, and we started off with the New York Yankees. At left field, we have ourselves Oswaldo Cabrera starting the game off at a 78 overall. The 78 overall is important because of roster updates. How a player performs in real life during the regular season dictates whether he gets an overall increase or a overall decrease. So Oswaldo Cabrera doesn't have a 3-year average. He is a great investment in my opinion, because if he starts off the year hot, it's very likely that he can jump up to a gold with the possibility of even hitting low tier diamond. Now if he doesn't perform too well, because he is a young player, they usually give them the benefit of the doubt, so they don't go ahead and downgrade them to a bronze instantly, which therefore if you invest in him at a 78 overall will not allow you to lose a ton of the stubs that you invested at the end of the day. Now continuing on, we have DJ LeMahieu. He's going to be an 80 overall with primary third base as his position. At DH we have Esteban Florial. Now I do not believe that's going to be their DH. Their DH is most likely going to be Giancarlo Stanton, and his primary position is also more than likely to be DH, so keep an eye out for that. Oswald Peraza, he's their shortstop, but most likely not going to be their starting shortstop in the regular season. Definitely should be in the majors throughout this season, so getting him at a 73 overall, and let's say he comes into the majors and he starts off the year hot, or he just has a hot rookie year, it's very likely that he either goes up to a high tier silver or even has the possibility of being a gold. Harrison Bader starts it off at an 80. The benefit that Harrison Bader has is that Harrison Bader has great fielding, he has great speed, and at center field both of those are a plus. Now if Harrison Bader has great contact numbers, meaning a great average, as well as great slugging numbers, then a diamond possibility is very likely for Harrison Bader. And then we have Jose Trevino. He's at a 78 overall at a catcher. Now once again, defensively he's very good. If offensively he has any spark whatsoever, the chances of him going to a gold are also very likely. So another card that you want to keep an eye out on, because it might be a good investment. Hey, real quick, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, check out the description. We got a Discord that we just launched, make sure you join it, and also we stream each and every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, also in the description. Make sure you follow, and social media links to keep yourself updated, make sure you go ahead and follow those too. Let's continue. Second base, we have Gleyber Torres, 77 overall. His 3-year average is actually not too great, so it has the possibility of helping him become a gold if he performs very well to start off the season. And him playing second base, he doesn't need great fielding, which he already doesn't have, so him having good contact as well as good power is going to go ahead and go far in terms of helping him hit that 80, 81, 82. But I do not see diamond as a real possibility unless he has an MVP year. First base, Anthony Rizzo, 80 overall card. I don't really see diamond in the horizons for Anthony Rizzo either, so I don't think he's truly an investment. He's going to be more of a platoon hitter, I would say, this year, even though he might be great against lefties. But in the way that SDS sees him, unless he has great, and I mean great, contact against both sides, it's very rare for them to go ahead and give him that diamond overall, as he is progressing in age. And last but not least, we got the 92 overall Yankees team captain, which I believe will be Team Affinity 1, Aaron Judge. Now, what will the live series Aaron Judge be? Who knows, but it's most likely going to be on par with this, probably a little bit higher in terms of overall, because it needs to be a lot more expensive than this 92 overall Team Affinity 1, even though we don't know whether or not Team Affinity cards are going to be sellable, since at times in previous years they have been. Moving along, we get to see a couple of more first basemen. We get to see Brandon Drury for the Los Angeles Angels is going to start it off at a 79 overall. Another good investment in my opinion. If he has a good year with the bat, then he's definitely going up to gold. I don't see diamond inside the picture. Rhys Hoskins starts it off at a 79 overall. Someone else that can be very good with the bat, that can go ahead and help his claim to go ahead and hit gold. Jose Abreu, he's starting it off at an 80 overall. I don't really see diamond potential in him, I'll be completely honest, so I wouldn't say he is a person that you would invest in. Nathaniel Lau or Lowe, I'm not sure which one of the two it is for him. I don't see diamond in his potential either. Christian Walker, 81 overall, I would not see diamond in his potential either. And then CJ Cron, 81 overall, it's very hard for a first baseman to go diamond unless they are slugging out of this world. Like, they need to literally be performing at an MVP level in order to hit that diamond. And then last but not least, we get to see one of the flashback cards in Brandon Belt, first baseman, set 1. So this is not going to be playable in set 3. A flashback San Francisco Giants first baseman Brandon Belt, 82 overall. Get our first look at a new legend in MLB The Show 23 in Ian Kinsler, a flashback set 1 silver 79 overall. Set 1 once again means that he's not going to be available to play with when set 3 comes out in terms of ranked seasons in particular. Other game modes, they vary in terms of whether or not the player is allowed, but we get our first look at a new legend 79 overall flashback card, most likely going to be inside the Team Affinity program, I would say. But let's get juicy. We get to see a couple of live series cards throughout these 8 seconds, I would say. We get to see Javier Baez starting it off at a 73 overall bronze. Does he have silver potential? If he can figure out how to hit again, 100%. But if he struggles to hit and he's just striking out non-stop, then it's very, very hard for him to go back up, especially since his 3-year averages aren't too friendly for him. But hey, if Javier Baez starts it off hot and he continues to stay hot, then he not only has silver potential, but he has gold potential. Diamond potential is a little bit of a reach, but it's still there because he had that MVP season not too long ago, and he's also a great fielder at shortstop in terms of the attributes that they give him inside MLB The Show. Keegan Thompson, relief pitcher, 68 overall. Don't know too much about him, so I can't tell you whether or not I believe he would be someone to invest in. Charlie Blackmon, released at a 76 overall, is a bit surprising to me. I don't really see gold as a real potential. I see it more as of a reach. I think that he can easily be downgraded. It's all going to be dependent, obviously, on how he starts off the season. But if he starts off the season bad, he's more likely than not going to drop from a 76 to like a 74, 73 overall. They'll give him the similar treatment to Javier Baez. And then Tanner Scott, 68 overall. Silver potential. For relief pitchers, it takes a longer time. So that's why it's a lot more difficult to gauge whether or not a relief pitcher has that silver, diamond, gold potential. Xander Bogaerts from the San Diego Padres starts the game off at an 82 overall. I say it every year, and him playing in San Diego, I don't think it's gonna change much. Xander Bogaerts always has that diamond potential. They usually start him off at an 82, 83 overall, and then the kid is hitting like, and excuse me for saying kid, 300 if not 320 throughout the regular season, and he's slugging very well as well, and they go ahead and upgrade him to diamond, and then they downgrade him back to gold as the season progresses, and then he cools down. But he's always a great person to go ahead and look at for an investment into gold. Yu Darvish starting it off at an 84 overall. Another card, all he needs to do is have 1 or 2 great months, or good months, not even great months, where he's just going ahead striking out and limiting his hits and walks as well, and he'll go ahead and get that easy bump to an 85 overall, maybe 86, 87 overall. Some pitchers tend to fluctuate a lot more than hitters in terms of their overall, so he might be another great investment. We have Devin Williams, 82 overall, relief pitcher, closing pitcher. If he goes ahead and, like I said previously, has a great time in terms of limiting his walks, hits, and strikes out a ton of hitters, doesn't give up a lot of home runs, diamond is a real possibility for him. I would say that he's also a diamond person to go ahead and invest in when the game comes out, especially if his price is not too high. And with the pitches he throws inside the game, he's usually a good card to also play with. He might have a flashback that's a higher overall. We don't know just yet, but his 82 overall could be a good card to use overall. So if you see him for cheap when the game launches, go ahead and invest in him. Jonathan Daza, center field. He's going to be a contact hitting center fielder, not a lot of pop. I don't know if his speed is great. I don't want to say he's a gold potential. I want to say if he has great contact numbers, that might help him out a little bit, but he probably already has great contact numbers inside the game. So it's going to be very difficult for them to go ahead and give him that gold push. So he's most likely staying a silver. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And then we got Joey Votto. Joey Votto coming in at a 76 overall. Drops down from the gold where he started it off last season. He had a couple of stretches where he jumped up to a diamond in previous years. I don't think that this is going to continue. We're going to have to see whether or not he regresses now, since Father Time is unbeatable, as we can see with LeBron. Now he's getting injured all the time and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's a little, different conversations. But 76 overall, I could easily see Joey Votto staying around the silver level. I don't really see that gold potential. Trishan McKenzie, if Trishan McKenzie comes out and he pitches exactly how he pitched last year, he's going to be a diamond. So someone else to go ahead and invest in, especially if you can get him for near the quick sell value or put a bunch of orders for him near the quick sell value. That would be great for you to go ahead and do. Matt Bush, 77 overall. Like I said, relief pitchers, they usually take a long time to get upgraded unless they are doing exceptionally well, meaning that they have, let's say, like 8 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, and only 2 hits. That's the only way you see a relief pitcher make a jump instantly. Christopher Morel, he's going to be third base primary, starts it off at a 72 overall. I would want to say he stays near a bronze. If he hits well, obviously, especially if he hits for power, it's going to go up from there. And then we have our last two, which is going to be Luis Castillo and Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani starting off the year at a 95 overall. He's going to be starting pitcher, right field, and DH. He's going to be a two-way player. He's most likely than not going to be one of, if not the most expensive card in the game. Mike Trout might rival him, despite Mike Trout not being the highest overall in the game anymore. Mike Trout might be like a 94, 93, for example. I still believe that Shohei Ohtani has room to go up to like a 96, 97, especially if he pitches very well and he continues hitting for power. Now that there are two-way players inside Diamond Dynasty, they might be able to raise his attributes and scale him a lot better, especially when he's hitting well. So he's always going to be a good card to have and most likely the most expensive. Luis Castillo, he did very well with the Mariners last season. I expect that success to continue and I expect him to go diamond this year. So another guy to go ahead and look out for in terms of gold investments. Abraham Toro and Gary Sanchez, both guys starting it off at a bronze, most likely going to remain at bronzes as well. We got a 71 overall and a 72 overall. This is only going to be the first part. We're breaking this down into multiple parts, so don't forget to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss part 2 whenever it is uploaded. Make sure you also hit that like button and help our channel keep on growing. We stream on Twitch every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. Link is inside the description, as well as the new Discord that I just launched and my social medias. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow those so you guys are updated with whatever is going on in terms of MLB The Show and my life in terms of streaming or content creating. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.